Honey walnut shrimp is the perfect mix of sweet and savory, crunchy and creamy. This is a Western-inspired Cantonese dish of crispy fried prawns tossed in a creamy mayo-based sauce and served with candied walnuts. This is an American Chinese classic that everyone loves. But will it appeal to the Indian palate? Watch till the end to find out.
Horns up and welcome to a brand new episode of Headbanger's Kitchen. Folks, if you know me, I don't really like to deep fry things. So when I do start deep frying things, I don't stop till that oil is completely used up or completely unusable. So I made orange chicken on an earlier episode. I made chicken karage as well. Click here on the I button to watch those videos. And today we are going to be making honey walnut shrimp. Now, when I saw that recipe, I was like, this cannot taste good. It sounds totally out there and like some things that don't mix together. So I said, you know what? Let's make honey walnut shrimp. Let's call some of the Headbangers Kitchen fans on the show and see if the Indian palate will accept this American Chinese classic. Anyway, enough jibber jabber. Let's get cooking.
I start by preheating my oven to 100 Celsius or 200 Fahrenheit. I get my pan on the stove and heat up some butter. Once that's melted, I add in my walnuts and give it all a good mix. We want to slightly brown the butter and get that nutty flavor. Then I add a tablespoon of sugar and some water. And now I just want to cook this down till it's a nice sticky consistency and coats the walnuts. I also add in some honey because it's honey walnut shrimp and I want that hit of honey. Now keep reducing that down and check the consistency of the liquid. You want to cook it till it's almost gone and has left the walnuts coated in a sticky caramel. Now I remove those from the stove and place them on a baking tray lined with parchment paper. I use a spoon and separate the walnuts so they aren't touching each other. Now these are ready to go into our preheated oven, so in they go for about 10 minutes. Let's make the sauce for the honey walnut shrimp, and it starts with some Japanese Kewpie mayo, which I mix with some regular mayo because my Kewpie mayo is getting over. I add some condensed milk, some honey and some freshly squeezed lemon juice and then give it all a good mix. And our sauce for the honey walnut shrimp is ready, and it's got this lovely consistency that's rich and creamy, and it should be easy to coat our shrimp with. Let's get those shrimp out now, and I will season them with a mix of salt and pepper, and these are cleaned and deveined, and once you season them, set them aside. Our walnuts are done and we're going to get them out of the oven, and once they are cool, just transfer them to a bowl and set them aside. To make the batter, I crack an egg into a bowl and start whisking it. Normally you would use only the egg white, but what am I going to do with just a yolk? So I use the whole egg. I add a tablespoon of water and whisk till frothy. Now you got to add in your corn flour a little bit at a time. So I start with 2 tablespoons, whisk it, add 2 tablespoons more. It's getting to the right consistency, so 1 more spoon and then in go my prawns. I still feel it's a bit runny, so 1 more spoon of corn flour and give it all a good mix, and now it's perfect. I get my oil nice and hot for deep frying. I drop in some batter to check if the oil is hot enough, and once it comes to temp, I drop in those shrimp and give them all a good fry. This literally takes 2 to 3 minutes, so once they're done, I get them out and I put them on a wire rack, and in goes the next batch of shrimp. And now just enjoy that food porn of shrimp being deep fried. Once done, remove and set them on the rack. Then I'm like, let's just double fry the first batch because they look a bit blonde, so I give them another dunk in the hot oil and bring them out nice and crispy. Now our shrimp or our prawns, whatever you like to call them, are deep fried and ready. Add the fried shrimp to a bowl, pour on as little or as much of that sauce as you want and give them a good toss. Make sure you give it all a good mix. You want each prawn to be coated in that creamy sauce. And now we plate up. Just add your prawns to the plate, then add some of those walnuts and finish with spring onion greens. And now our honey walnut shrimp are done and ready. And just look at that. It looks pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. Of course, you gotta eat the shrimp and walnut together in one bite. Yum yum, that is so nice. I think this will suffice. Let's go and see if our tasters also find this nice. Anyway, enough jibber jabber, let's taste.
Have you ever heard of honey prawns and walnut?
No, I have not heard of honey walnut shrimp, and I have not tasted it yet as well.
No, I have not. I might have heard, but I'm not going to be too sure about it.
Okay, when I tell you I'm going to feed you honey walnut shrimp, do you have any idea what you're going to taste?
I would think it would be sweet considering that it's honey, walnut, and shrimp. A new thing to my palate.
I am completely blind today. I had no idea what we were doing, so I'm really happy and I'm looking forward to it. A bit like on the sweeter side, but with the crunchiness of the walnut. And I love prawns, so you can give it to me in any form, I'll take it.
So the walnut is making it feel like it's a dessert, walnut and honey. But of course, prawn takes it back. I like the spring onion ka touch. I don't know if I would like to have, a full portion of this if I go outside, because I never had American Chinese, but it's a good one. This is really good. This is genuinely really nice. How are your shrimps so well cooked?
Practice.
No, also you say that, you never overcook shrimps. And now I believe you 100%. It's really nice. It's really, really, really light.
I thought it was going to be way sweeter than what I thought, but it's actually not as sweet as I thought. It's the perfect balance of sweetness, and the walnuts are the best thing added to it. I love walnuts personally. I love it. I actually love it. I'm a huge fan of spicy food. But this is the first for me, and I've never tried shrimp like this. And I think it's safe to say that it's my favorite now.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
I love it. I love it.
So how would you rate this on a scale of 1 to 10? What would you rate this?
This is a 5-ish for me. For me, having never tried it, since I don't have anything to compare it to, I would probably give it the highest, which would be a 10, because I have never had something in comparison, but I've loved it a lot.
10 on 10.
10 on 10.
It's got everything that I like. I love shrimps, I love walnuts, it's my personal favorite, and I love honey as well. It just matches everything. I don't like a lot of sweet stuff, especially when it comes to a savory food. I think this nailed it for me. I think this is a 10 for me. A very genuine 10 for me. And I think this is my new favorite, so I'll have more of this.
Awesome, that plate is all yours.
Oh, thank you so much.
Hey guys, I got to taste these prawns now, and I had to bring Dipti here because she was horrified when I told her what went into honey walnut prawns. So Dipti, are you ready to taste?
I'm not sure.
Dig in.
It's like one of those dares.
It's not a dare. So taste a prawn, taste a walnut, and then taste them together.
I have no idea how to describe this. It's, in the words of my favorite sketch, what the F?
I'm down about 3 prawns and 3 walnuts, and this is really starting to grow on me now.
It's like candied prawns. It is literally candied prawns.
It's in a really weird way. It is kind of nice.
It's dessert.
That's what he said about orange chicken as well. Pick it up with
Okay, what monster is inventing these?
Can I feed you the candied walnut?
It's so strange.
But it's
But I think
delicious.
prawn by itself is nice, yeah.
Now eat them together. Give, I can feed you again. Come on, you gotta eat one. Walnut and...
No. Okay, I'm actually really enjoying the prawns. The walnut, no.
Okay. Dipti doesn't like the walnut, but she likes the prawns.
Who thought it was a good idea to put prawns and walnuts together?
I don't know, I'm kind of digging it.
Cashews, I understand. Walnuts, no. No.
Anyway, you guys let us know what you think about honey walnut shrimp. Do you like it? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Do you order it? Do you eat it? Are you going to make this recipe? Let me know in the comments below. And we'll see you on the next episode of Headbanger's Kitchen. Until then, cheers and keep cooking. And we also must thank all my Patreons and YouTube channel members for supporting the channel and making these videos possible. Thank you all. You are very awesome. And Dipti will continue to eat the prawns while I have the prawns and the walnut.
Strange, but tasty.